leaving their defensive 50. Hasn't hit the target on 3 occasions now, and it just gives North Ringwood the chance to load up and send it straight back in there again.
Cleveland and Ralph go at it, still across that half-forward line for North Ringwood. Good handball there by Balo, got the handball out wide. Here's Evans-Marcius. This way, that way, little handball across to the big man Cleveland. They're linking up right underneath the Bendigo Bank scoreboard where Jones on the left goes up towards the wing position and might have got out of bounds on the full. Renton took the mark, but unfortunately for him, the kick went wide. It's very gusty out here. So Loco, or Loco, whichever way you want to call it, go with whatever Gus reckons in the end on that one as it comes out. Well, I got it right to begin with, and now North Ringwood, their first chance to go forward. The ball really carried in that instant. Chasing after it first there was Balo. He couldn't quite trap it. Whelan might have given away a free kick that time, but is picked up by Eckers. He got the handball away to Waitman, who was crunched in a tackle. He released the football to Bishop. He was brought to ground. Well done by Sam Whelan in the long sleeves to do that. And we'll have a bounce about 40 metres out from the North Ringwood goal.
Yeah, so Ralph wins the tap down, trying to find his teammate there in Van Eunen. Big crunching tackle, long sleeve. Van Eunen comes over the top, and great pressure applied there from Sam Whelan once again. Martin Eckers getting plenty of the football early. Renton wins the tap down, tries to find a teammate there in Powell. That he does. Powell goes to the top of the goal square. Great pressure rating back with the flight there from Sharp. He finds Michael Loco wearing the helmet as Loco looks to go long down the wing to find his teammate in Mark Griffiths. Griffiths takes a mark in the long sleeve. Swings around to his right boot. Poor kick. Finds the East Ringwood big man in Cleveland. Cleveland kicks it straight back to where he came. That was terrible. Finds his opposition teammate there in Fenton. Fenton switches to the middle ground trying to find Hill. Great spoil over the back there from Chadwick. Ball just pinballing around the centre. It's finding its way to Griffiths. Griffiths goes to Ralph. Ralph's handball's intercepted. Now East Ringwood can counter-attack. Looking to go long to find the big man in Renton. The kick's poor. Renton has time, but he left a footy behind, and Michael Loco says, "Thank you, mother," for the Rabbits. Grabs that footy. Looks to go backwards to go forward. Now East Ringwood can rebound. Bomb-bound tries to find his teammate in Hill. Hill will just settle here. True centre wing position goes in the hands, trying to find a teammate here in Whelan. Whelan says, "Don't argue, thanks for coming." Trying to find a teammate here in Griffiths. Great one-handed mark there. And now they'll look to counter-attack. Goes short, inbound, tries to find a teammate here in Sharp. Sharp winds up on the right foot to go to the top of the goal square. Great mark taken there by Rory Harbeck. Great use of the body, and he'll go back to look to put the first major on the board, Ben Warren-Smith.
Oh, that's a great couple of one-handers there, Frosty.
It is, and just a bit cleaner with their ball movement, North Ringwood at the moment. The way they deliver the ball inside 50, East Ringwood just a little bit panicked under pressure.
So Harbeck for the first major of the game, straight over the goal umpire's head, and Rory Harbeck puts East Ringwood out to an 8-point lead. 5.5 minutes played at East Ringwood, a recreation reserve, Ray Bad.
Yeah, they've played. You said that they're cleaner with their football use, but North Ringwood are also stronger in their body. They're able to shrug off their East Ringwood opponents.
That they certainly are, BWS, but the game's looking like it's going to be very fast-paced early on.
Yeah, it's certainly looking that way. I'd like to get a report from our boundary riders on what the conditions are like groundside. Especially there does look to be a breeze. And certainly walking across from the other side of the ground when I double parked Wilbur's car in, I did notice that as it comes out now going forward. This time Osborne for the Rosie did well. The second effort was fantastic on the left boot, sends it in towards the Renton direction. In front of him was Loco, did well to cause the spoil. Coming up to pick it up was Baylor, got the handball away. A lot of footballers around this passage of play here, but nicely done there by Cherney on the right boot. Can he set sail for goal? Standing start from 50. There's a breeze going that way. There's no doubt about that. The quick answer there for the East Ringwood Football Club. And on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 7 minutes into this first term. They are 1 straight 6, but they trail by 2 behinds. North Ringwood 1-2-8.
Although they're able to come out of that with a goal there, East Ringwood, once again, their delivery inside 50 was just a kick and hope to a contest. They need to really lower their eyes and try and spot up a target. It's going to make it a lot easier. They really have to fight hard to get that on the board, but they've brought the scores back just about to level now, so they're right in this contest still.
So Ralph and Cleveland do battle in the ruck. Bit of a nothing tap there from both ruckmen as Whelan applies a big crunching tackle on the East Ringwood big man Dean Cleveland, and the umpire will ball it up right in the centre circle. So Ralph and Cleveland once again. Tap one down by Ralph. Good use of the body, but Cleveland's found an outlet. East Ringwood streaming forward. Oh, and he fell over there. Terrible from Batea. And Michael Loco, I think, has given away a free kick for too high, and it's going the way of Darcy Powell. He'll shoot from 45 metres out, but with the breeze, he thinks one to be well and truly in his range.
That was absolutely criminal there by the North Ringwood midfielders to leave a bloke goal side of a contest. Dean Cleveland, very experienced, thought the opening there, shot the handball out. East Ringwood get it forward and get a shot on goal.
So Darcy Powell from the arc. It looks nice off the boot. He certainly likes it, and Darcy Powell goes bang. Back-to-back goals for the Roos. What a cracking start to the game. And that breeze certainly is working into East Ringwood's favour.
Played 2 quick goals for East Ringwood there. It's certainly the opening that they wanted. And you were talking about their entry into the forward line. But if you look down there, and big Andrew Renton, he's coming off the ground right now. But his match-up down there, he's 1.5 foot taller than his opponent. So maybe he's got to stand in the goal square and kick it long.
But that all came about from that poor defensive pressure from the North Ringwood midfielders around that contest. They left the bloke goal side, handball came out, ball gets delivered inside 50.
Well, Cleveland got the clear knockout and roved his own football too, the big man. That was good play. Comes out wide. Shepherd tried to trap it for the Saints. Paddled it out to his teammates' advantage in Banfield. Look away handball out the side. That was okay. Shepherd was there to receive it, but it was chopped off in the end there by Delaney. They're close to the boundary line here, East Ringwood. They've been peppering the last few minutes. A kick's being squeezed in. Looking for Osborne. That was chopped off. Turney came in, dumped the ball inside forward 50. Look at the wind carry that one a little bit too far. Bailo was able to get the football, got the handball back. Kinsella over the top. Well, they're wasting it a little bit here as Devlin thought he had a little bit more time, and he's brought to ground in a strong tackle and will have a bounce 35 metres out from goal.
Once again, Cherney, just the kick and hope inside 50, really needs to lower the eyes, try and spot up a target rather than just throw the ball in the boot.
Knock came down Havonen, couldn't get it out eventually. Kinsella got it to Osborne, who arched the back on the left boot. Which way will this one go? He swings it up. That is fantastic. 3 in a row for the East Ringwood Football Club, and they started slowly, but they have gone bang in the last 5 minutes, and they lead this game by a very handy 10 points as we cross down boundary side to Will Taylor.
Basic choose tap match stats. The clearances 6-2 in favour of East Ringwood. They had the last 6 clearances so far. Inside forward 50s forward piece in that game. East Ringwood with the last 4, and the tap outs have been so important. 6-4 in favour of East Ringwood.
What's your take on the breeze, Will?
Look, it is a breeze. A little bit of it is. I think it's about a 1 to 2 goal breeze heading to where East Ringwood's kicking towards the Mount Dandenong Road end.
So big tackle applied there from Banfield. Umpire will ball it off right in the centre circle. So into the ruck now, Ralph and Cleveland once again. Tap one down by Cleveland, trying to find a teammate there, Kinsella. And once again, the ball's just pinballing around in the circle. Over ball up once again. So a big breeze going towards the Mount Dandenong Road end of the ground, and it's created a buffer for the Roos. Tap hit the down, and now his ball's found his way at Sharp. Sharp throws for a big ball into the forward 50. Coming over the back was Griffith. Ball's fallen to the front of the contest. Wood's chasing the ball around with the helmet on his head, and he applies a big tackle. The umpire's paid a free kick for pushing the back. Now East Ringwood can settle and look to transition through their back 50. Not a lot of options fronting up for East Ringwood. So they elect to go long down to true centre wing position. Running back with the flight was Cleveland. Ball's pinballed off the deck. Keeping in play there was quite stiff. And Mitch Farmer, brother of Trent, couldn't quite keep the ball alive. And that win certainly is playing into East Ringwood's favour, BWS. As Ralph and Cleveland go head to head in the ruck once again. What a great battle this is proving to be. Cleveland got front spot, tried to find his teammate there in Evers Martius. As Banfield's kick smothered off the boot. Pinballing around in there was Fenton. Pinballing around once again. A big crunching tackle over the back there from Jones. East Ringwood looked to be away here through Cleveland. Cleveland's handball found his target. Dishes that way. Sarobin. The ball goes long towards the East Ringwood goal. This one might just trickle out of bounds. That it does. Taken over the boundary line there by Matthew Payne.
Breeze is really... The breeze is really pushing across towards the old Daisy's nightclub at the moment.
Hey, that's a sign for you to head there after the game, BWS.
They closed that years ago, mate.
Boundary throw in.
I think they might have got a ban there as well.
Tap one down by Emmons Marcy's. Not sure why he's going up in the ruck. But once again, a big tackle coming over the back there was Tim Jones. Ball skidding on the arc of East Ringwood's forward line. Broadcast wing position. BWS, take it away.
Throws it up this time. Taratuda couldn't quite get the knockdown, but it comes out well. Here's Fenton on the right boot, switches it out wide to the run of Jimmy Dean. Will it sit up for him? It does. He might have time for a bounce, and Zed elects to go towards the hill direction. Came out on strong mark. They're about 70 metres out from goal, the Saints. Which option will he take? He'll take the long one, looking for Harbeck. Van Unit at the back, couldn't quite pull it down. He had the sit, and it's eventually rushed through for one behind. Bendigo Bank scoreboard. 13 minutes into this first term, and it is East Ringwood kicking straight at the moment. They're double the score of North Ringwood. 18 plays 9 as the ball comes out. Here's Hubbard on the right boot, switches it in. That was okay. Havonen got the handball away, and now East Ringwood will send themselves forward up towards the half-forward line where a strong mark's been taken by Connor Devlin. Looking for options. Backwards to go forwards. He went for the old one too in the end. Still 2 kicks from home. It was half smothered, but they've still got the numbers across that half forward line. Bishop rode the bump well. Handball back. Little kick inside looking for the Osborne direction, and he takes it, and he takes off to the races, and he slams it home. That's the Vibro goal that ain't contender so far in this match. And I tell you what, that's 2 now for Osborne, and 2 crackers to boot as well, as East Ringwood move to 4 straight goals on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard. And this is a red-hot clash so far, gentlemen.
You can put that goal down to Osborne, but the guy that set that up was David Evans-Marcius. He dished off the handball, ran back to get it, kicked it in. The kick got smothered, but then was able to keep going the second effort, put the ball on in a perfect spot there for Osborne. Fantastic play then by the experienced David Evans-Marcius.
So tap one down by Taratura. Haven't been too many clean ruck taps today. The ball just kind of pinballs around in the centre circle once again. So Taratura going head-to-head now with Cleveland. Cleveland, great tap down partner was Renton. Running back with a flight there is Shepherd. His tap was spoiled. Great running carry here from the Roos. The Roos get an ordinary entry, but it's found its teammate. And once again, big crunching tackle coming over the back there from Jones. The umpire will ball it up. East Ringwood getting some great inside forward 50 clearances. Taratura and Renton to go head-to-head in the ruck. 50 out from the East Ringwood goal. Tap one down by Renton, trying to find a teammate there in Patura. Bombed out of the forward 50 by Loco, and it's only as far as his opposition opponent. Now the Roos can counter-attack. Bit of a topsy-turvy punt to the top of the goal square, and taking a big, strong mark there was beautiful from Matthew Payne. He moves the ball on quickly. Oh, big crunching coming over the back there from Eckers. What a great spoil that was. But I think he's given away a free kick in the meantime, and it's going to James Dean. So Dean under half back flank for the Saints. They need to slow the play down here and get a bit of possession. They go long down the line trying to find Taratura, but a big fly over the back there from Bello. And the umpire's paid a free kick for high, and it's going to Nicholas McLennan. So McLennan with the ball, true wing position, looks to launch on his left boot to the hot spot, trying to find a teammate, and didn't really do much there in the pack. But the ball's triggered on the boundary line there, and Tim Eckers winning a hard ball front and centre for the Roos. Umpire said that's mine, I'll ball it up. So 15 metres out from goal here, Mount Dandenong Highway end. Tap one down by Taratura. Didn't get much distance on it in there. The bottom of the pack was Hirovan. And a big crunching tackle once again coming over the back there from Jack Whelan. He's been prominent early for the Saints. So Taratura wins a tap down once again and finds Whelan. The ball's just not going anywhere. He's just kind of sitting 15 metres out from the Roos goal. Dangerous position.
Every player in the East Ringwood half of the ground at the moment. So East Ringwood really working a hard press to try and lock this ball in.
So East Ringwood, great forward fifth of pressure. The umpire's going to ball it up once again. I reckon that's all I've commentated so far, BWS, is ball up after the ball up. Let's go to you for some free-flowing play.
Doing a great job, Gus, as Balo, little flick over the back. Found Osborne, the man of the moment, just fumbled it at the crucial stage. Fenton sees the ball over and out of bounds. 50 metres out from the East Ringwood goal line, currently leading this game by 15 points. Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on 98.1 Radio Eastern and streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. Pye brings the ball back in. Taratua got the knockdown that time. Quick snap around the body though for East Ringwood. Might have gone all the way in the end, but it bounced to the top of the goal scorer and went right, and that's their first blemish. 17 minutes gone, 4-1-25 they are, 16-point leading over North Ringwood, who are 139, as it'd be Tim Jones to bring the ball back in. He gave that a fair old roost. Who said the wind's going that way? As Van Unen takes a strong mark. Scrambling, kicking to the middle of the ground. Nicely done there by Hardback. The big man kicks the ball inside forward 50, looking for Price. He'll have to go after it a second time because Balo's right on his hammer. Price got the handball away. Charlie Haley this way, that way, ducked and copped one high when he went into the tackle. So he'll consider himself pretty lucky there, Charlie Haley, but he has got the ball about 50 metres out from goal on the most difficult of angles.
One of the biggest pests, serial pests in the EFL, Charlie Haley, gets under the skin of all the back forwards.
Really tough to kick a goal from this pocket. The breeze blown to the other end of the ground and away from the goal, so really tough pocket to kick goals from.
He's a tricky dicky type of player, so it's certainly not beyond him. As he kicks it to the top of the goal square, Renton had a big fist on it, so too did Van Unen, who knocked it to Hill. A Harbeck, I should say, who snapped it around the body, easy as you like, and it goes through for a goal. So North Ringwood searching and getting the goal that they desired. Bendigo Bank scored, but they trail by 10 points. They're 15, East Ringwood 25.
And both those North Ringwood goals are being kicked by Rory Harbeck.
Yeah, that's really poor defensive play then from East Ringwood. They had the big man in the goal square. They couldn't afford for the ball to come to the front of the contest. They had Rory Harbeck waiting front and square there and really had to force that ball through for a defensive point right there.
Let's cross down boundary side to Max Stankamp.
There's a big mismatch full forward for North Ringwood with Thomas Hill with a few inches and a couple of kilos on fullback Owen Chadwick.
Get to the trainer. So now East Ringwood have an inside forward 50 once again with Blias. Great pick up there from Waitman. Waitman goes to the top of the goal. Joshy Waitman, what an absolute cracker right in front of us. What a great goal. Viro betting goal of the day contender. I actually reckon we could almost shoot that in for the Vibro goal of the day already. Right on the paint of the boundary line. Thank you, mother, for the Rabbits.
Everything's going the way that East Ringwood wanted to go, Pete, but football's a game of momentum, and when you got momentum, you got to hit the scoreboard, and that's exactly what East Ringwood are doing.
They've had all the play so far, East Ringwood, and they really needed to bounce back. Sort of North Ringwood got one against the run of play, but they've hit back straight away and got one back on the board really quickly.
Let's cross down boundary side to Will Taylor.
They choose tap mass stats. East Ringwood really dominating 11-70 inside forward 50s. Clearances 10-5 in favour of East Ringwood, and the tap outs they're winning 13-7.
It's very much Will as it comes out now. Cherney got the handball back. East Ringwood surged to go forward again this way through. Chadwick had to break a tackle, got the handball away in the nick of time. Eventually comes out to Devlin. He had to trap the football over the top. He goes to the big ruckman there in Cleveland. Little handball away. Probably had more time. That time was Evans Marcy as he rushed it a little bit. Came out and stolen there by Sam Whelan. Handball over the top was chopped off there by Powell. Whelan goes after him once again and will have a bounce 45 metres out from East Ringwood's goals. Grandstand side. Out here, it's 31 playing 15. The breeze is with East Ringwood. It is going right across the ground though. Renton got the knockdown, nicely done there by Cherney on the right boot, scrambles it forward, but out of bounds on the full it is. And Heath Decker, former gridiron player down at the range, will bring it back in for the Saints.
So Decker deep in the back pocket for the Roos. Looking to wheel around on the left foot that he does. Nice long kick trying to find a teammate there in Whelan. Whelan, so he's going to get paid a free kick for holding. That he does. So Jack Whelan has the ball half back flank for the Saints.
Sam Whelan.
Sorry, Sam Whelan. Too many Whelans to get my eyes on. Whelan goes short trying to find a teammate there. Who's he find? His brother in Jack. So Whelan once again. Both wearing the long sleeves. Sorry, one wearing the long sleeves. Ball in the hand of Jack now. He goes long, trying to find a teammate in Haley. Poor kick, but Haley might come out on top here. Gets pushed off the footy. Great work there from Hardwick. I can't see as Brucey's blocking me view, but the ball's with McLennan now. They look to switch. That they do, trying to find a teammate here in Chadwick. Chadwick's got a one-on-one duel here, trying to beat Price. Great tussle with the footy there, and well done by Chadwick. Being pinballed around now, and great pick up there from Sharp. Sharp, can he keep it in? Ball's just going to trickle across the boundary. Calls for out of bounds on the full. The umpire says, no thanks, I'll throw it in. So right in front of the cricket nets here at East Ringwood Recreation Reserve. Great throw in, once again, tap one down by Ralph. Ball just pinballing around in the pack now. It's with Cleveland. Cleveland had to get rid of it quickly, and he did. Ball's in the hands now of Kinsella, and a big crunching tackle over the top, and the boys didn't like that one. Jack Whelan in a bit of a duel there with James Bello, but in the meantime, the footy's
Great
coming
kick.
out, and a great kick. Finds a teammate here in Farmer. Farmer wheels and go onto the right boot, trying to find a teammate here. He does that so in Brad Jones. Brad Jones goes long into the forward line. Bit of a push in the back there, I thought, from Matty Payne, but he's won the duel. Tries to find a teammate now, and that he does. So James Dean swings around on the hands. Looking to go long there was a big kick from Whelan. Trying to find Charlie Haley with the fluoro boots. Charlie Haley tries to weave and wave. Got his head thrown into the fence there, but it was all in good spirit. We'll have a ball up right in front of Peter Banfield's coaching box.
Banner's looking a bit animated down there at the moment.
That's unlike him.
Very unlike him. As it comes in now, Cleveland had the front spot at the fall. The ball there was Osborne. He hits the deck and we'll have a bounce. Mark Griffiths had him quickly set upon. As we started once again, Ralph and Cleveland. Cleveland got the knockdown kick, scrambled up towards the wing position, making the front spot there was Farmer, but it was nicely knocked away by Dan Wood over the boundary line and out of bounds, right in front of the new pavilion out here at East Ringwood. Fantastic site it is too. Looks pretty packed in there also. Umpire to bring the ball back into play. Comes out now. Evans Marcius this way, that way. Kick the ball into the middle of the ground. Which way will this one bounce? It might favour the way of Shield. He did really well then to trap it, then slam it up towards half forward. Harbeck dropped the mark. It just probably came a little bit too quick for him in the end. The kick goes up towards the wing position. Good stretch and mark by Mitch Farmer. So he takes it, weighing up his options. Which way will he go now? He'll go towards the Balo direction. The ball carries and it goes out of bounds on the full. Marco Loco to bring it back into play, the helmeted one, right in front of the barbecue tent here. They're getting their score on the huddle on Friday night as the kick goes up towards the Ralph direction at the fall. The ball, Fenton was there. He worked himself out of a phone booth there. That was fantastic play. Kick goes up towards the half forward line. He was looking for Harbeck. Anthony Sharp, the game 150, did really well to knock it back to Sam Banfield, but he was quickly met upon by McLennan for the ruse, and over she goes for another boundary throw-in, 40 metres out from goal. It's down North Ringwood's end. 24 and a half minutes gone. Try to bring the ball back into play. It's again the front spot there's by Cleveland. Strong tackle by Hervonen there to bring down the skipper, Jack Whelan of North Ringwood, and we'll have a bounce. They've inched closer though. It's 40 metres out from goal. Trailing by 16 points are the Saints. The Roos will be looking to get this ball out. A strong tackle there by Whelan once again. Ray Baird, how do you see it?
Look, I think that Peter Banfield will be very happy that North Ringwood have stemmed the flow at the moment, but it's been all the East Ringwood.
So tap one down by Cleveland. Throws around onto the right boot. This could go all the way from Harbeck.
Oh, what a
big
mark!
fly running back with a fly. It's one of the gutsiest things I've ever seen in football. And a great strong mark taken there. Oh, this could be dangerous now for East Ringwood. Poor kick. Van Unen. Ball's pinballing around, thrown to the boot by Banfield. And I think it's gone through for a goal. It has in the end. So what's turned out to be a great piece of play from East Ringwood, they've coughed it up, and Sammy Banfield just throws it onto the left boot with a sneaky goal. That's his first for the game for the son of Pete, young Sammy. But boys, poor kicking from East Ringwood awards the Saints a goal.
I think that was Matthew Shepherd, actually. Everyone went across to number 4 and congratulated him, mate. I could be wrong, but...
No, I can't. It was Banfield. I watched the replay.
Okay.
Well, mark that down in your Eastern footballer that Ray was wrong. 26 and a half minutes going into this first term. Ralph goes up. Cleveland got the knockdown that time. Ball hits the deck. Cherney on the bottom of the pack, and we'll have another bounce. Entertaining first quarter. There's absolutely no doubt about that. This has been the scoreline at the end of the game. The last few games these two sides have met. So hopefully a goal fest ensues today as Johns tried to trap it. Well done there by Cleveland. He's having a good game. Eventually in the arms now of Hervonen. He's 55 metres out.
Oh,
he sets sail for goal and he puts it straight over the goal umpire's head. What a fantastic answer that was for the East Ringwood Football Club. Well, they're using this win to their advantage. Once they get it forward, they are having a shot from long range, and they're putting them through, Frosty.
They are, and someone said before the start of this game it's likely to be a low-scoring affair. But the way it's going at the moment, I mean, really free-flowing. East Ringwood really taking the game on and trying to run forward. And I mean, that's paying dividends for them at the moment. Marcus Bazagla will be really happy with that.
And what they're doing, Pete, they're playing the corridor as well. And interesting, both sides have got a loose man in defence.
So, ball's one down. Great clearance there from Hill. He tries to find a teammate there, but it was a big pack form. And the ball's just going to be wrapped up in the bottom there. Good strong tackle. Coming over the top there was Cameron Shield. So Taraturi in the ruck now for the Saints, going head-to-head with Cleveland. Tap one down by Cleveland, only as far as Hill.
Oh, great tackle.
Great tackle applied there from Batura. Now East Ringwood can look to form a counter-attack through the centre of the ground and get their hands on the footy. Great pick up there from Devlin. He goes backwards to go forward, finds his teammate here in Batura. Batura goes long down the line. Good strong mark taken there by Kinsella. So Kinsella goes to the top of the goal square. Fenton running out and takes a big strong mark. Great work there from the big fella, Andy Renton. This wouldn't be in his range, I would say, with the breeze going towards the Dandenong Highway end of the ground.
Can't be too much longer left in this term.
Andrew Renton standing at about 19 metres tall. He looks that much bigger than everyone else on the ground.
If he kicks this though, Ben, that's 10 goals for the quarter. Probably a little bit of timing.
So here's Renton as the siren sounds.
You were saying, Ray?
He'll kick from a slight angle from the top of the 50 arc, and that looks pretty nice off the boot. Goal umpire does not move, gives the two-finger salute, and on the Bendigo Bank scoreboard, 7-1-43, plays North Ringwood 3-3-21. What a cracking game of football this one's shaping up to be, boys.
Hope you're enjoying the broadcast on 98.1 Radio Eastern and streaming live around the globe, efl.org.au. Major goal kickers on the ground, 2 to Lee Osborne for East Ringwood. The rest are singles, while Rory Harbeck has 2 goals for the Saints. We'll be back after these messages to talk about what happened in the first term and what's going to happen in the final 90 minutes of Division 1 football at its best today.
How would you like to be celebrated?
I could put together a really cool playlist.
Frank Sinatra.
Elton John.
Beatles. John Lennon. Boy bands.
A lot of 90s.
I'd certainly not be opposed to people dancing.
Finger food.
Party pies.
Homemade pickles. I'd like some cakes. There will be fairy bread.
Drinks.
I have a thing for pink lemonade.
And lots of coffee.
At Tobin Brothers Funerals, they know that every life is unique, and they think that every celebration should be too. Find out more at tobinbrothers.com.au. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
Program sponsor. EFL.org.au is the place to be online for all the latest on the Eastern Football League. Keep up to date by checking out the latest news and feature articles. Have your say in the EFL poll. Check out all the latest EFL videos, and best of all, you can listen back to any EFL radio program at any time. Head to EFL.org.au. The Eastern Football League. Local footy at its best. A new time and a new team, driving you home in 2016. Join a brand new lineup for The Huddle as the gang take a light-hearted look at the Eastern Football League every Friday night. More importantly, the team will reveal the ins and outs for this week's round of matches. The Huddle, 4:30 to 6:30 every Friday evening as you love it local.
My plans for the year, save up for a house so we can build hopefully in November.
Going overseas to Japan.
Recently become a father of a second child.
Finish up baseball season.
Take the kids skiing.
Move into a new house.
Go to the footy a lot.
I am in a tennis tournament in April. Have a hobby farm. That would be my dream.
The beauty of a fixed price funeral plan is that the price never changes and you can celebrate your life the way you want. Find out more at tobinbrothers.com.au. Tobin Brothers Funerals, celebrating lives.
Program sponsor.
EFL Saturday Game Day continues. Let's head back and go local for your footy.
Welcome back to East Ringwood Recreation Reserve, where it is the Rouge off to a cracking start here at quarter time as East Ringwood 7-1-43 over North Ringwood 3-3-21. You bad boys, tell us what happened in that first quarter.
Well, East Ringwood are just winning the ball away from the stoppages, and that's where they're getting the ascendancy. I mean, some of their delivery and their field kicking hasn't been great, but it's just been volume of numbers, the amount of times they're able to send the ball inside forward 50, and the results are coming from there. They're taking their chances, they're running the 50, and they're kicking goals from long range out. which with the wind at their back, they've been able to do. So it's really important now to see how Marcus Mazzaglo restructures kicking into this wind. They need to just try and hit up the short targets, hold the ball up a little bit. They probably can't take the game on as much as they have, Ray. And they need to probably slow it down and maintain a bit of possession to see what they can do.
And what they've got to do, North Ringwood, also is pay a little bit more respect to some of